Hi everybody, how y'all doing out there? Reggie Redfern here, thebreakthroughconscious.com, coming to you today. Give you another video, talk to you about something that is very important in business, as well as very important just in general in your life. And that is how to tap into the power of limitless belief. You know, how to ward off limiting beliefs, especially limiting beliefs about yourself and what you can achieve. Now, I spoke about this in a video once before, so it's important that I note once again or reiterate that believe is an action word. So when you believe something, that means you'll be taking action toward, you know, whatever that end is, because you believe that is the case. All right, so I want to share a quick story with y'all about a breakthrough that I had about limiting beliefs. Now, a short time ago, you know, well, first of all, I've always felt like I believed in myself, in my potential, in my abilities. And once I got around people who were already where I wanted to be, or where I aspire to be, not that they aren't still growing, they are, but I come to find that I actually had limiting beliefs about myself. So I'm speaking with one of my mentors, who is one of the leaders in the Empower Network. His name is Evan Anderson, right? I'm gonna give you two people. One is Evan Anderson, and the other is Nicole Cooper. First, let me tell you how Evan helped me have a breakthrough through the limiting beliefs. He made me do a video with him one day. And once we were done with the video, here's a brother that is successful in his own home business. He's making money from home. He doesn't have time to play around with people who are not serious. And he looked at me and he said, "You powerful, bro. You are powerful." And he made me go back and watch my own video, the video that I recorded. He said, "Look at yourself, and then you tell me that you're not powerful," okay? And then I did the same thing with a lady named Nicole Cooper, okay, who is a $40,000, $50,000 a month earner, okay? So obviously what she says has value. And I spoke with her. I did a video with her. She had asked me to do a testimonial video, so I did so, and I spoke for maybe 2 minutes, right? And as soon as I finished speaking, she looked at me and she said, "You sound like a preacher. You got a ministry on you, brother." Now, do y'all know how long I've been hearing that I sound like a preacher? And for her to have not met me personally prior to that moment, past communication online, and the first thing out of her mouth was, "You sound like a preacher. You got a ministry on you." And I found myself finding it hard to believe what these two people had said about me. And then I said, wait a minute, wow, you had limiting beliefs. Because why didn't you believe that you were this powerful, or that you had a ministry? So I had a breakthrough in that very moment. And now, having that breakthrough has changed my perspective, it's changed my life, it's changed my relationships, and it's certainly changed my business, because now I walk in that belief. I don't just say I believe in myself, I believe in my potential. I move in that belief, and I remind myself constantly that I'm powerful. I tell it to myself, "You are powerful." And then I tell myself, "You have a ministry," because I believe that I do have a ministry. Now, I don't think being a preacher is in the stars for me. I don't think that's my calling. But understand something, preaching and a ministry are two different things. A ministry doesn't always have to be something that happens from the pulpit, okay? Jesus Christ had the greatest ministry on earth, and he didn't do it from a pulpit. So I shared that with you to give you a personal experience of how belief can simply change your perspective and open up your eyes to what you are capable of and allow you to walk in that belief. You see, I like to say we live in the possibilities. I live in the possibilities because what is possible is what is true. Who says you can't do what is possible? If it's possible, then you can do it. unless you don't believe you can do it. You see? So you might be sitting there and you say, well, how do I do the same thing? How do I tap into the power of limitless belief? Okay, so I'm going to share a few things with you. Let me erase this board. I have to grab an eraser. Okay, let's clear this stuff off. Okay, and let's talk about, I hope y'all can see this board. Talk about the power of limitless belief. Okay, now, zoom in on here. You guys may not be able to see me as much, but you'll be able to see the board, and that's the important thing. Okay, we're going to speak of a few things. Okay, so I'll give you a couple of things, and then, you know, if you can't do all of them, pick one. You got to start somewhere. Okay, it's all about growth. All right, so the very first thing that you can do to tap into the power of limitless belief is you can do exactly what I did, and you can get to an Empower Network live event. And see, when you get to a live event, what that does is that allows you to touch, see, look directly into the eyes of the people who you are learning from. It allows you to see what's possible, because you find that these leaders are not much different from yourself. They're just people who believed in themselves and took a course of action. Even if they had obstacles, which all of them had, which all of us have. Obstacles, fears, whatever it may be, they push through it. And that's why you find them on the other side of success. It's important that you prepare yourself to do the same thing, because you're not going to reach your goals of success without some level of struggle. Okay? If you think so, that's not going to happen. There is no easy way in. Everybody has to come in through the same door. Everybody has to start at the same place. You know, we look at people that we admire that are successful, and all we hear is the success story. And you think that these people got where they are without the struggle. And I'm going to tell you why that is. That is simply because once someone becomes successful, people stop mentioning their failures. But if you look back deep enough, you'll find that most successful people, or all successful people, have a long list of failures in their history. And they failed and failed and failed until they succeeded. What they did not do was let the fact that they failed make them quit. You see, every experience can be learned from. My mother used to tell me, nothing is a waste of your time if you learn from it. Okay, so always remember to learn the lessons. So when you get to a live event, we'll be doing another live event in Denver, Colorado. On July the 19th through the 21st. I believe that's the date. Okay? So that is the easiest way. To me, that's the most surefire way. Live. When you're live, you can tap into the energy. And sometimes the energy alone will cause you to look into yourself and make the necessary changes. Okay? Why am I so adamant about that? You know, because that's the way I did it. I got to the live events. Now, in order to do it this way, going to the live event in Denver, Colorado, you have to click the link below this video and get in. Just get in. That's the only way you'll do it this way. cost you all of 25 bucks. Okay? You spent 25 bucks the last time you went to the bar. You spent 25 bucks the last time you took your girlfriend out. You spent $25 the last time you went out with the girls. You spent $25 on that bag of weed you bought last week. You spent $25 on that purse you bought when you didn't even need another purse. You spent more than $25 on that pair of shoes that you threw in your closet when the shoes in there are climbing out of there on their own because you got so many shoes in there. You see? So, as another one of the leaders in Empower Network likes to say, her name is Diva Rengia, says, what are you willing to sacrifice? Everybody wants success. Everybody wants wealth. Everybody wants to live the life of their dreams. What are you willing to sacrifice to get it? $25. Okay, maybe you don't have $25. Maybe. So what we'll do is we'll talk about some other things that you can do to tap into the power of limitless belief that won't cost you a thing. You can begin implementing them in your house the second you turn off this video. All right. So I should have wrote this in red because this is the most important one, and that's just the way I feel. Okay. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about 4 different things. So we'll number these. So number 1 thing that you can do to begin to tap into the power of limitless belief, and that is meditation. Now, personally, I've always meditated. But one of the things that you get when you are a part of the Empower Network is you understand, and like I said earlier, in order to get where you want to, it's best to listen to people that are already there. They're the people who have the blueprint, or likely to have the blueprint to get you where you want to go, right? So when Aaron and Sophia Rashkin tell me to meditate, I'm going to listen. And like I said, that's something that I've always done, but I did not do it in a organized and structured fashion. And Sophia Rashkin trained us and told us to organize it, plan it. So meditation is on my DMO. Okay? Meditation is something that I'm going to do, which she said, if you don't do it every day, do it 2 to 3 times a week, or maybe every other day, for 30 minutes at a time. So that has become a part of my DMO. Meditation 3 times a week for me, 30 minutes each time. Okay? And you say, well, DMO, it's on this DMO. What is the DMO? Okay, a DMO is a daily method of operation. Okay? Which is something else that you can tap into from these great leaders at the Empower Network. You click the link, get started, you'll find out what a DMO is and how you put a DMO in place to structure your activities. You see, because if you just get up and you wander around aimlessly, then you have no direction, you have no aim. There's no destination. Where are you going? So once again, a daily method of operation is something you're just going to have to become a part of the Empower Network to learn. Click the link below. But that's what I was told by a lady who makes 6 figures every month. So that's what I'm doing, is meditation. Okay? And I'm a little too tall for this video here. My camera, for some reason, doesn't want to be tall enough for me. So, what's the second thing we're going to do here? We got meditation down, and let's write it here. 2 to 3 times a week, 30 minutes per session. All right, we'll call them sessions. All right, I'm going to zoom in on this board at the end so everybody can see on this board. But the second thing we're going to do here is we are going to listen to positive, character building audio daily. Okay? What do I mean by that? That's simply, I'm not the squat, I'll squat. What we're simply talking about here is feeding your mind, your subconscious, whatever you want to call it, feeding your mind, your spirit, something upbuilding, uplifting, spiritually uplifting, mentally uplifting, something that builds your character every day, okay? Instead of filling your head every day with Lil Wayne and Drake and Jeezy. Oh, I love Lil Wayne, I love me some Wayne, some Drake, you know, all day long, 6 hours a day while he calling you a bitch, a hoe, a slut, and everything else in the book, and you just love it. Oh, Bob and your Lil Wayne. No. Feed your mind something that will serve your life, will serve your purpose. I mean, I guess it's nothing wrong with a little Lil Wayne, but you should do this every day, okay? Especially if you're intending to go somewhere. Now, in the Empower Network, we have a program called the Inner Circle. And the Inner Circle is updated weekly, and it's nothing but positive audios that everyone who is succeeding, certainly in the Empower Network, does every day. We do this every day. We practice feeding ourselves positive, reinforcing, encouraging, and character building information. Now, I don't care who you listen to. If you're not in the Empower Network, then listen to Tony Robbins, Robert Kiyosaki, Mike Maloney, David Ramsey. I don't know, don't care, but as long as it's something that is positive, get you some audios and listen to them. You'll be amazed at what it does for your psyche. You'll be amazed at what it does for your stress level. Your stress level, man, these two things right here will work on your stress level tremendously. I've recently found myself just walking around kind of happy all the time. Just feel a little chipper. Things that might used to rub my skin the wrong way kind of just roll off my skin. You know? People around me or friends or whomever, you know, you start edging toward the area that's, you know, getting me red. And I just ended with our communication. I don't have time for that. I don't even care to listen to people who have a bunch of negative things to say, a bunch of self-defeating things to say. I don't want to listen to that because I understand what it can do to my psyche and through my subconscious. I ward those thoughts off and those people. You may have to ward off some people in your life. They may be negative. They're not serving your life any purpose. Just something to think about. So if you want to listen to the Inner Circle audios where you can listen to 6 and 7 figure earners encourage you every day, then you click the link below the video. Just get in. Cost you all of $25. All right? Now, number 3. We're going to do 4 things here. So what's number 3? We got 2 things here that we can touch on to build our belief up. And understand, if you're a Christian, you're a spiritual person, you can substitute the word belief with faith, because belief and faith are pretty much the same thing. The definition of faith is belief in something that is unseen or doesn't have proof to it. You can't prove it. Believe in something that is not as if it is. That's how it becomes, people. That's the, you know, what's the secret? What's the secret? That's the secret. The Bible speaks of having the faith of a mustard seed, and you can move a mountain. You have to believe the things that are not as though they were, or it will never come to physical manifestation. All right? I'm drawing a blank here when I'm thinking about the 3rd thing. We got our meditation, listening to positive audio. We want to read on a daily basis. We're going to leave that at 4. Read. That's the 4th thing. This one is positive affirmations. Okay? If you do not know what affirmations are, or how to do affirmations, I'm going to give you a little nugget at the end of this video. I'm going to tell you exactly how you do that. But what positive affirmations are things that you recite to yourself and that you feed your subconscious through your own voice, reciting through your own voice. And what you're reciting is your destinations, your aspirations, the person that you want to be if you don't feel like you're already that person, the situation that you want to be in, the power that you want to behold, the impact that you want to have on other people's lives. These are your positive affirmations, and you write these things down. The two that I just gave you, two earlier that I do. One is I am powerful. Two, I have a ministry on this earth. I say those things to myself every day, and when you get good and you remember your affirmations, you memorize them, you don't have to just say them once a day. You can say your affirmations to yourself all day if you like. The more the merrier. Okay? So positive affirmations, and I'm gonna help you figure out exactly how you do that, how you practice it, and how you put that in order in your life before we end this video. Okay? And the fourth thing that you can do to tap into the power of your unlimited belief and limitless belief is read. Yes, read. I know a lot of people don't like to read. Well, if you don't like to read, get the audio book. It's 2013. Some people can't read, okay? Let me tell you something I know about people that can't read, though. They damn sure can count. Money. Count money. Leaders are readers. Simple and plain. You show me somebody that's a leader, I'll show you to somebody that reads on a daily basis. Why do they read? Because all leaders have a thirst for knowledge. They're addicted to learning like it's crack. Some of them read like it's a bad habit. You have to grow, okay? When you started school in kindergarten, you couldn't read. And eventually the goal was to get to the 12th grade and graduate. Well, you couldn't just go from kindergarten to the 12th grade and be like, well, I'm going to graduate. That's not the way it works. See, the school system understands that we have to bring this person from this level all the way to this level. That's called growth. They are growing you stage by stage from kindergarten to first grade to second grade to third grade. And at some point in time, you get to the last stage. And if you accomplish and achieve and grow through each one of those stages, you get to a point to what we call graduation. That's the ultimate end, at least as far as public education goes, is you graduate. And that is indicative that you have grown. You can't get to where you want to be, family, without growth. So if you're scared to grow, then you're scared to succeed. If you are currently in one place and it's not where you want to be, and you know you want to get all the way over here where you want to be, the only thing that will get you from here to there is growth. When you learn, you grow. If you implement what you learn, hey, you can get even more out of that. So, let's get back to these positive affirmations, and let me show you what you can do to achieve that. Okay. If you want to tap into the power of limitless belief, and I just gave you 4 different ways to do this, and like I said, if you can't do all of them, that's understandable. Pick one, even if it's just reading, even if it's just positive affirmations. Guys, it might take you 15 minutes at the most. Depends on how long, lengthy, and how many affirmations you write down. Could take you 5. When I first started doing it, I would do it in the bathroom mirror, and it wasn't long at all. I wrote a paragraph about where I wanted to be, what I wanted to build, and I would recite it to myself in the bathroom mirror. Now, I did that because at the time that I started, I didn't want anybody to hear me doing my affirmations. So if doing them in the bathroom and in the mirror still works the same way, you might not want anybody to hear you doing it either. And I mean, that's understandable. Sometimes we're a little uncomfortable with what other people are going to think. You'll breeze through that as you continue to practice this stuff, and you'll stop caring about what other people think, especially other people who are not going in the same direction in which you were going. All right? So, the affirmations, how do we get there? Here is a book. I'm going to put it real close up on this camera. It is called Think and Grow Rich. Okay? It's written by a man named Napoleon Hill. Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. You can get this book for free online. Just Google it. Okay, you can get an e-copy online for free. If you don't like to read and it's that big of a deal, then you're going to have to get the audio book. And you may be able to honestly find that online for free as well. But if not, then pay a visit to your local bookstore and you can get it, get the audio version. I initially downloaded it for free. This is about 3 years ago. So I've read this book twice. Okay, and it is no telling how many times I will continue to read it because it's just that powerful. And this book will teach you exactly, this book is almost predominantly about belief and affirmations and retraining your subconscious, getting all of the gook out. See, that's one of the things that is absolutely necessary, and this is a process that will help you do that. It doesn't happen overnight, but you have to flush out all of the garbage that has been building up here in your subconscious for who knows how many years. You have to flush out the lies that you've been told. Okay? See, the rich and powerful don't want you to tap into limitless belief. So society creates these limiting beliefs for us and we just eat it up. And we've been believing lies. There's so many lies about yourself trapped in your head. You got to flush all that stuff out. And then when you flush it out, you have to refill it. And that's what this book is predominantly about. I promise you, if you get this book, you won't regret it. All right? So, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Download it if you need to. If you don't, you can go to the bookstore and get it. All right? So, with all of these things, I'm going to end by reminding you that the best one is this one right here at the top. This is the best thing that you can do. You can get in the Empower Network by clicking the link below this video, and you can show up in Denver, Colorado. And you can leave there. 3-day process that is, how do I want to say it? It's very structured, okay? The leaders of Empower Network have a plan. They know it takes time. They don't just bring you in and we're just going to change your thinking overnight. No, they give you a little bit of milk on day one and a little bit of, what you would call soft food on day 2. By day 3, you're getting meat. By the time you leave, you're full. You have refilled your subconscious with positive thinking. And what I mean is, when you have people in Empower Network, who are leading and trailblazing the way through and willing to lend their knowledge and their expertise on you, you listen. You listen. And this helps you grow in your own belief in self. When you got people making 6 figures a month and you don't want to listen to them, I don't know where you want to get to, okay? But I don't play it that way. When people are if you want to be a great basketball player, who do you listen to? You want to learn from Mike. You want to learn from Magic. You don't want to learn from D Brown because he dunked with his eyes closed in the dunk contest way back in '91 or whatever year it was. Some of y'all remember D Brown. But it's important. And there's a lot of people in Power Network in that position. Those types of leaders, and there's too many of them, especially in comparison to the amount of people that's in Empower Network, 120-some, 30-some thousand, the amount of people who are making, $50,000 a month and above. It's hard to not listen to those type of people. All right. And that's it. When you consider the amount of people that are in the company, and then you consider that probably about 30% of them are not even marketers of the products. They're not affiliates. They're just people who have other businesses of their own who see the value in the products, and they use the products to market the business that they already have because they want to learn how to generate leads online, how to expand and grow that business. Okay, how to simplify the daily operation of their business. Okay, they want to learn what it is to have a sales funnel, or what is a sales funnel. They want to learn what it is to build a funded proposal so that they can pay for their marketing through those funded proposals. Okay, you understand? Those are the kind of things, those are the techniques and strategies that you're learning the products. You know, and the truth be told, that's the easy part. That's the easy part, guys. Those technical things that people always want to know, how to build a list, those are the easy parts. That's the easiest stuff. I mean, especially for the Empower Network. That's the easy stuff. That type of stuff is packaged and waiting for you to click the link below the video and get in. The hard part is making the shift here and here. You see, you have to believe and retrain your subconscious to move in that belief here. And then you have to take your heart and put your heart into what it is you're trying to accomplish. If you can't retrain your mindset and get the proper mindset and then put your heart behind what it is you're trying to do, then I don't know how to aid you in succeeding. Don't ask me. I'm not the guy to give you the answer to that question. Because the only way that I know, and the only way that the people who are training me and showing me the right way to go know, is to make a shift in your subconscious and then put your heart and your soul behind what it is you're doing. And I've always found myself in a position where I might have been doing something, a different business or whatever, and that's what was missing, was my heart wasn't in it. And guys, I'm telling you, if your heart's not in what you're doing, you're not going to do it very long. I don't care how much money you're making. You'll lose it all. You'll blow it all. You'll quit. When the going gets tough, you'll bow out. Because there's nothing bigger than money behind it. True people who succeed have a bigger why than some money. And money's great. And money's easy to get in the Empower Network. There's most of the people in the Empower Network that are trying to make money have made money in this business. And we're just getting started. Okay? So I hope that I've helped you to begin, at least, to tap into the power of limitless belief and try some of these things. See what they do for you. You know, comment on the blog, comment on the Facebook. Let me know if you meditate. Let me know if you read, if you're a reader. Let me know if you already do positive information. Affirmations, I'm sorry. Or if you listen to, character building audio already and what it's doing for you. And when you start, if you're not doing it, let it edify you, let it build you. With that said, guys, I'm going to end this video. Go get the book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. You can download it for free, Google it. Try one or all of these 4 things. Get your butt to Denver, Colorado, which means you have to click the link below the video and just get in, guys. Get started. Build your dream. Live your destiny. I'm going to do mine. You live yours. I can help you get there. I know where I'm going. You going to go with me? Click the link below the video. Peace. Love, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video.